I gotta add the honey supers. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I've got to do my first hive inspection of these new honeybees I just received about 3 days ago. I'm going to be inspecting because one of those hives had a supersedure cell, and that's one of the things I'm interested in. I may get to do a split today. So when we get to that point, I'll show you guys how I do a split with that, and then also I'll be showing you guys the addition of the honey supers, because the flow is going and we're ready to go. Okay, time to open the hive, the outer cover. Now we have the inner cover here. And the bees like to take propolis, which is a pitch that they're gathering from the trees, or sap, and then they glue things to try to chink all the gaps and holes in there. So we're just gonna, we're gonna set these bees down here. And this was a food frame. I want to check, this is all food, so I'm going to set this one over here. And all the bees are working over here in this section right here. So I'm going to carefully look at those frames and look to see if I have any supersedure cells, because I don't want them in this frame. So one of my viewers asked me what the spray bottle was, and that is sugar water. You spray it on the bees and it calms them down and gets them preoccupied with licking the sugar off of each other, so I don't have to use smoke. So they've got pollen cake in here, and they're filling that out. This is heavy. This is capped brood. Lots of capped brood there. No supersedure cells. Really heavy. Drone cells. A lot of drone cells on that one. Working very slow. Also looking for my queen. No supersedure cells so far. Queen. Ah, there she is right there. Okay, we'll carefully place this back down in here. Moving slow and careful and easy so as not to make the ladies mad. Because if you do any sudden jerky movements, you're going to have, you're going to make them mad. So they're drawing out this comb. No supersedure cells. Okay, we're good with this one. Another tool to use is a bee brush. You just be ever so gentle. Okay. At this point, I'm going to put my queen excluder on. And this is the honey super. This is shallower. This is not a deep. This is shallow because when the frames get so loaded with honey, oh my gosh, they're really heavy. But I'm gonna harvest my honey a little bit differently this year. So when we get to that point, I will show you guys. So the honey super is on. The inner cover and the outer cover. Ooh, that box looks nice and full. The bees look wonderful in here, really working it. My sprayer died, dang it. Oh, just work carefully. All right, we're gonna take this frame out. Chances are the queen's not up here and that supersedure cell's not up here. I think we put the supersedure cell down below. So I'm just going to set this one aside. Let's see, move this box over. We got some bird comb. We're just going to release the bird, or get rid of the bird comb. Look at this. That is a really nice hive. And so is that one. This two-part hive. We're just going to go ahead and put the honey super on. Queen excluder. Honey super. Inner cover. Outer cover. I'm going to make it easier on myself. I'm just going to go review the videos and when we install these hives and located that supersedure cell, and I'm going to find out exactly which hive that supersedure cell's in, so I can just take apart that one hive. These hives really don't need to be inspected. Right now they are doing fabulous, but I do need to add the queen excluder and the honey super. Yeah, this is full of bees all the way up here. This is a lot of that, some of that brood that we installed the other day has hatched, so the bees are really populating the hive, and that's what we want to see, because they're really going to help the queen draw that comb out and make new wax and new honeycomb. And then the foragers are going to go out and forage for pollen, sap, which becomes propolis, and the nectar, which becomes the honey. Sorry I switched this up in the midst of it. I just decided to make it easier on myself, because in a week I want to go through and do another hive inspection and look at the full everything. See if the queen is still there, see if the brood is there, and then later we can treat for certain parasites that afflict bees. Outer cover, inner cover. That's what I like to see, is a good population of bees up here. And if I'm just curious to open this hive up and just lift this top box off, just to see how the other box is doing. Beautiful. Okay, final queen excluder. I was short one queen excluder. I thought I had 4 of them, and then I had to go down to Man Lakes, White City, Oregon. I traveled down there and I purchased another, whoops, no, I need the honey super. And I purchased another queen excluder. I put that on the yellow hive. So. Now hopefully, in a couple of months, I'll have honey to extract from those. Look how the bees gather on the front of the box when I disturb them. There's that honeycomb I tossed out. Yeah, they're after that. Well, I'm going to take my gear off and clean up here, and I'll be right back to close the episode. I got to go down and purchase a new spray bottle. This one broke. I had to stand back to be able to take off my beekeeping outfit because the bees were a little bit defensive of the hives, because once you break into their hives, they go into defense mode to try to protect that hive, as opposed to a bee swarm that you see, just a big swarm of bees hanging from a branch. Those bees are really docile. They don't have that mechanism to attack because there's no hive that they're protecting. They're defending their brood. The queen usually is in the core of that big old huge swarm that you see, and you can take and probably cut that branch off and set it into a box and take it and rehome them into a hive, or call the local beekeeper. Like if you guys see a one around here, email me. I'll come and get it. And we'll make a new home for it. But yeah, we just wanted to let them settle down before I took my beekeeping outfit off and continue the episode. Well, that part's done. The queen excluders are on, the honey supers are on, and we're ready to let the bees go to work and create some honey for us for later this summer. We'll harvest this. I have my honey centrifuge. I can extract honey now without making a huge mess like I did last time. That was horrible. But yeah, sweet rewards coming. Stay tuned for those. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a frugal homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. Please click that bell icon, subscribe if you haven't already, and then click that share button. Sharing your videos on our social media platforms helps us out. Give us a thumbs up and like the show, and also leave a comment. Hey, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Please be safe and always be kind. Bye-bye.